Thank you for coming today. My name is Kim Nodak. I'm a choir director and drama director at Harvey High School. I'm so glad that you made the choice to be here today. You're in for a treat. This year we're doing something a little different. We're doing a series of one acts. So there are 3 different shows in this in our performance today. We will do 2 and then intermission and then 1. So in between the 2 before intermission, there is a slight pause with the lights out and they're changing clothes and coming back on, like a little minute break. Just hang tight and we'll be right back with the second show. The reason we picked these shows is in the fall at Harvey, it's a good thing, but it was also a little bit of a challenge. Our kids are involved in a lot of activities. They're up here you will see kids on the football team, cheerleaders, marching band members, soccer players, tennis players, cheerleaders. I'm probably forgetting some other stuff. They're in everything. And it's great. They're getting all kinds of experiences, but it makes rehearsing challenging. So these one acts gave us a chance for all these kids to still be involved, but to still be successful here and rehearse. So I hope that you enjoy these. They all kind of center around friendship, and friendship has really helped us get through the last couple months together. As you might have noticed, I had rotator cuff surgery a couple weeks ago, and through friendships, we were able to still keep this going. I'd like to really thank Ms. Timko, the art teacher, who while I was gone for those 2 weeks, really took charge of making sure kids were here and doing what they needed to do, and Mr. Brent Learned for coming and helping out those couple weeks that I was gone and making sure that the kids did not miss a beat. So without those friendships, it would not have happened, and that carries over to our story. We hope that you enjoy. Thanks.
Nicole arrives at school a half hour early, every day. She's not a morning person, but who is at 17? After hitting the snooze button a couple more times, she stumbles to the bathroom and takes a look in the mirror. It's her first disappointment of the day. Her mom says she's beautiful. Her dad thinks she's cute as a button. But all Nicole sees are the imperfections that make walking into school a nightmare. So she arrives early and disappears into the background.
Zach lives with his dad in a 2-bedroom over the gas station. Pretty sweet setup. Pizza for breakfast, pizza for lunch, donuts for dinner. His mom lives across town. She got the house. 4 bedrooms, stainless steel appliances, granite countertops as far as the eye can see. Zach visits on the weekends, but he doesn't like the stainless steel and the granite. His dad says it's just like his mom. Nice to look at, but impossible to live with.
The morning that Laura turned 16, she had her driver's license in less than an hour. It's true that she has a lead foot, but that's what people have come to expect from her. Accelerating has always been her specialty. She walked early, talked early, developed early. She leaves everyone in her rearview mirror. But there's something hot on her trail that no pedals to the metal cannot run. Laura has leukemia. She just doesn't know it yet. Caitlin is in love with the trees, in love with the birds, in love with the sunset. Every night she sits on her front stoop and watches as the sun touches the horizon. When the big yellow ball sinks out of view and the sky changes color, she says a prayer. Thank you for today, she says. She doesn't know if anyone's listening, but she says it anyways. She hopes that someone, someday, will look at her the same way she looks at the sky and say thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, Tyler is pretty awesome. Ooh, question. Which of the following is his best feature? His arms, his abs, or his glutes? Answer, all of the above. What's his secret? No prob. Push-ups, crunches, squats. Unfortunately, not everyone thinks Tyler is so awesome. He could walk over the entire school with detention slips. What his teachers fail to realize is that detention is bad. Bad is sexy, and all roads lead to awesome.
Jessie has a game she likes to play. She can look at any food item and tell you the exact number of calories in it. Starbucks makes it easy because the prices are actually calories in disguise. Just take away the decimal. Cheese croissant, 340 calories. 410 for a banana muffin. Peanut butter cookie, 480. And a personal favorite, a venti java chip frappuccino blended cream. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. 590 calories. Boom, breakfast.
Morgan knows all about being different. When he was 5, he learned the different ways to tie a shoelace. 2 bunny ears was his favorite. When he was 10, he learned the different ways to ski. He stuck to the bunny hill. Now, Morgan spends all of his time with his pet rabbit. He's really into bunnies. People think Morgan is weird, and not a day goes by when he doesn't have to hear all about it.
Sam remembers a time when girls were gross, nap time was stupid, and the worst thing that could ever happen was dropping an ice cream cone on the sidewalk. So what the hell happened? Sam is knee-deep in SAT scores, college applications, and everything else that makes life complicated. He wants to go back to a time when things were easy. He had time for himself.
Autumn,
Temperature drops.
leaves change.
Backpacks ready. Pencils sharpened.
Senior year.
First day of school.
Mom told me it's what's on the inside that matters. She said it was unimportant if a person was overweight or had pimples, or if they had red hair or brown hair, or if they were tall or short. So long as a person was nice and kind, they would be loved. Beauty comes from within, she said. But on the first day of school, as I walked into gym class and found everyone staring at me, I realized something. What a load of crap. It turns out beauty totally comes from the outside. It's ugly that comes from within.
Hey, duckface.
What?
Quack.
What are you talking
Quack,
about?
quack, quack.
Stop it.
Nice picture, Daffy.
Don't call me that.
You prefer Donald?
My name is Nicole.
Hi, Toots.
Why are you being so mean?
You're despicable.
See what I mean? On the outside, beautiful. Inside,
Ugly hardly describes the way my mom treats my dad. She's brutal. Sugar in his gas tank, stealing his mail, spying on him. Let's not forget the time she threatened him with a shotgun. I mean, it's not like he did anything to her. She's the one that should be sorry. And with a little help, she was.
so did you do it?
Let's just say she got the open concept living room she always wanted.
What are you gonna do if she finds out it was you?
I hope she finds out it was me.
What?
I mean, why else do you think I did it?
Really?
She needs to understand she's not the only one in this family who's upset.
Okay, got it. Loud and clear.
It's not a very pretty picture, but it's an honest.
Picture day. Only the most important day of the year. And I'm sort of known for having super amazing hair. My mom's a hairdresser, so I always had the latest style. This year I was thinking up, but down to the side is what's in right now. So, that's what we did. But now I'm not so sure. I really like it up. So many decisions.
What are you so worried about?
How can you say that? It's picture day.
We're 17. Isn't everyday picture day?
I just hope I bought the right dress.
It's fine.
Fine, that's not good enough. I don't want my kids to come across my yearbook and say, what was she thinking?
Calm yourself.
So,
So what?
is this a what was she thinking dress?
No, but this is a what was she thinking face.
This is so exhausting.
Take a pill.
No! Seriously, I think I'm gonna faint.
Laura, you don't look so good.
Me or the dress?
You're drenched in sweat. Have a seat.
That was the moment the whole world had changed. Suddenly, I wasn't smiling for the camera anymore. I was
Sick and tired of studying. If I have to look at one more textbook about World War II, I swear I'll end up growing an itty-bitty black mustache. But if I don't study, then I won't get into the school I want. And if I don't get into the school I want, I might as well learn how to flip burgers now. Must stay awake.
Holy cow, Sam, think you have enough caffeine there?
Who wrote that list?
What list?
You know, the list. The list.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Think, woman, the list. They even made a movie about it.
That's it. I'm cutting you off. No more Red Bull for you.
I know who wrote that list, but I am so tired. And all I can come up with is Qui-Gon Jinn. And that's not right. Or is it? Are Jedi's German?
I don't think so.
I need to pass this test.
Sam, it's Mr. Hat. Everyone is going to pass.
I don't mean pass it. I have to ace it. I have dreams, you know.
Hey,
Schindler!
I have a dream too.
Schindler's
I'm not
List.
stupid.
Thank God.
Wait, Star Wars. That was about World War II, right?
never did end up going to sleep. I took the test, but I was so groggy that I messed up the essay test. Thankfully, Mr. Howe graded it on a sliding...
Scales are the worst. Eat 4,000 calories on Monday, and by Wednesday, long after you've forgotten if it was a cheeseburger or a hot dog you ate, the number on a scale tells you it was both. And on Friday, the french fries and onion rings appear.
Why are you going on a diet? You look perfectly fine to me.
You don't want to talk.
I don't understand.
Please. You put away a whole bag of Doritos every day, and it never shows.
That's not true.
It's like you have a hidden trap door that opens up at night and lets out all the cars.
You're not fat.
Not yet. And I intend to keep it that way.
We could go to the gym together or play volleyball.
I hate sports.
I'm just throwing out ideas. I think a crash diet is a little extreme.
Still having to buy 2 seats on an airplane. Just saying. 165 ways to lose weight. 165 books about how to lose weight. 165 pounds. Ready, set.
Go get your own girlfriend, I said. And that's when I pounded his face in. You should have seen it. It was beautiful. He was crying on the pavement like little baby he is. When he got up, there was gravel all caked up on his bloody cheek. What can I say? Some artists paint with the brush. I paint with my fist.
That was crazy.
Totally.
And how many stitches?
16.
That's all?
I know. Not even close to my record.
But I saw his face. That was 50 stitches at least.
That's what I thought.
And you?
You kidding? Stitches are for crybabies.
Yeah.
And you want to know the best part?
What?
I've never even seen that girl before. I just said you was hitting on my girlfriend, so I had a reason to deck him.
Since when do you need a reason?
I just didn't like the way you looked at me, you know?
Totally.
Hey, Nick. You know,
What?
you're not so bad since you dropped the whole good girl thing.
Thanks.
It never suited you anyway.
No, it didn't.
So what if I got suspended? Like that's supposed to be a punishment? Girls love it when guys get in trouble. Plus it gave me extra time to hit the gym and work on my...
Absolutely not. There's no way I'm sending my picture to a guy just because he asked. Like, seriously. Guys need to get with the program. Girls want candy and flowers and notes in their locker, not some low-res picture of a sunken chest. And if a guy thinks he's getting a picture of my chest, he's even more delusional than I thought.
So, are you gonna do it?
Absolutely not. There's nothing romantic about a hard drive filled with dirty pictures.
Romance is overrated.
No, romance is underrated.
Tell that to my parents.
I have this hope, and I know it's crazy, that there's this perfect guy out there waiting for me. Only he doesn't know he's waiting for me. But the fact that I know he's waiting for me and he doesn't know he's waiting for me is what makes all this waiting even more romantic than I can possibly express.
No, I think you expressed it quite clearly.
Don't laugh.
But what if this guy doesn't exist?
He does.
But if he doesn't,
does.
but if he doesn't, won't you be disappointed?
But don't you see? He could be anyone. He could be the guy walking his dog down the street. He could be the guy sitting next to me on the bus. He could be
What?
you.
Now you're making it impossible not to laugh.
No, really. Wouldn't it be amazing if the perfect guy was right in front of my eyes this whole time and I just didn't see it?
You watch too many movies.
Maybe I do watch too many movies. Maybe I am expecting too much. Maybe one picture won't hurt. But I just can't bear the thought of ending up with,
Nobody ever sits with me at lunch. It's not as bad as it sounds. I'm not the kind of person that craves attention. I don't need to take 1,000 pictures of myself every day just to prove I exist. Hey world, look at me, notice me, love me, me. When did the world become so self-centered? As I see it, the word selfie is 2 letters away from selfish.
Is this seat taken?
No,
Do you mind if I join you?
not at all.
Thanks.
So what's up? Huh? Got any plans for tonight?
I'm sorry, but do you mind if we not talk?
What?
I am just super tired and wanted a quiet place to sit where nobody's gonna bother me.
Oh,
If I fall asleep, wake me up in the dark.
sure.
Thanks.
Look at me, notice me, love me. Who needs that, right? Oh well, I have time. It's only...
Winter. Snow falls.
Icicles for
mittens return,
Snowballs attack.
angels appear.
Christmas.
December 25th was the day our bachelor life came crashing to an end. Dad's new girlfriend moved in, and she's ruining everything. Just like that, she inserted herself into my life like a splinter inserts itself under a fingernail.
Is she nice at least?
When Dad's around, yeah. When he's gone, it's a totally different story. The other day, she took down all my stuff in the living room and put up these ugly porcelain angels.
Smash them. I would.
That's your answer to everything.
Because it works.
Everything was perfect until she came along. Now she's asking where I'm going and what I'm doing. I told her off this morning, and she said I should get on my knees and pray for forgiveness.
Dude, gross.
If it happens again, she's gonna be the one in need of a prayer.
Tell your dad.
Like he cared. His brain is no longer the one making decisions for himself.
Then what are you waiting for? Show the angels who's boss.
And I did. The next day I was sent packing. But I don't know which one was worse. Living with her or living with
Mom drove me to every single doctor's appointment. It didn't matter if there was a rainstorm or a blizzard or even a cancellation. She'd yell at the nurses to find an opening if it was necessary. It was often necessary, which I didn't like at all. I hate being the reason Mom is sad.
Why are you wearing oven mitts?
Oh, these? They're not oven mitts. They sure look like oven mitts. I only wish I was taking brownies out of the oven. These are to keep my fingernails from popping off. Huh? If you want to go, I understand.
No. I said I'd be here. I want to be here.
It's the chemo. Apparently, some people's fingernails curl up and pop off, so they give you these frozen gloves to prevent that from happening.
What about your hair?
What about it? Is it going to fall out? Probably. But I'd rather find a clump of hair on the couch than a bunch of fingernails.
So, are you scared?
Scared? No. Really? You can only be scared of things you can't control. Trust me, I've got this. I'm so glad to hear you say that. The truth is, I was scared. I am scared, but what's the point of having two people scared when it only has to be
111 pounds, 111 stairs I can climb, 111 dresses I can wear, 111 boys at
School is driving me crazy. So I ditched the books for one night. One stupid night. But one night is all it takes to change everything. Things got crazy and I totally lost my judgment. I wasn't thinking at all. And once you send something into cyberspace, there's no taking it back.
what are you gonna do?
I don't think there's anything I can do. The damage has been done.
I mean, it's not like we all haven't done it.
Yeah, but we don't all have pictures to prove it.
I think you're making much too big a deal of this.
No, I'm not. Caitlin is friends with Tyler, and Tyler is friends with Nicole, and Nicole's uncle is the dean of admissions at the university that I'm dying to get into.
Maybe he didn't see it. Maybe he doesn't care.
Oh, he saw it, and he definitely cares. He printed a copy and faxed it to my dad.
Who uses fax anymore?
Not the point. The point is, he's unsure that I have the dedication it takes to be a student at his school. His school. Like he owns it or something.
You're the most dedicated person I know.
Yeah, but a picture says 1,000 words. And 1,000 words that he got to say otherwise.
So now what?
Good question. Now what? You have no idea how much I want to bury my head under a blanket and play with my toys like I did when I was...
Little is the new big. Cars used to be big, and now they're little. Cell phones used to be huge, but now they're tiny. And the world used to be enormous, but now it's small.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Think about it.
I am, but this is a weird conversation.
Fine. Take music, for example. It used to be you needed a huge orchestra just to listen to music. Then they figured out how to put it into a machine. They got smaller when they started putting it on records. Smaller still when they invented cassettes. Then CDs. Now, music doesn't even exist anymore. It's out there, somewhere, floating in a cloud, waiting to be downloaded.
Your point?
Is that what happens to us? Do we exist on this planet getting smaller and smaller until one day we end up in a cloud and just see how divas exist, waiting to be remembered?
You're giving me a headache.
Never
I
mind.
think I'm just hungry.
Me too. I'm hungry for answers. I just want to know.
Why did I do it? Better yet, why did he do it? I'm such an idiot thinking my Prince Charming was on the other end of an internet connection. I could never show my face in school again.
You can never show your face in school again.
Who's seen it?
Only everybody.
Shoot me now.
There's a meme going around too.
What does it say?
You don't want to know.
Tell me.
I'm sorry.
What did I do to deserve this?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I just want to crawl into a hole and...
Dying for your art is what makes an artist immortal. And that was my plan. The fight to end all fights.
Tyler? You awake?
Laura,
Yeah. Laura.
am I in the hospital?
Yes.
Good.
No. Not good.
Great.
Terrible! You almost died.
I did?
Yeah.
Sweet! How many stitches?
I don't know, a lot. Your leg is a mess.
Not me, the other guy.
You mean other guys.
There was more than one?
Yeah.
You're lucky to be alive.
Laura?
Yeah?
Is that you?
Yes.
Am I in the hospital?
Yes. You're in the hospital.
6 weeks I was there. The other 6 weeks in juvenile.
Detention? For real? What am I, 12 years old? And do they really think a locked door is going to stop me? Most of these windows in our pathetic school don't even shut.
You've really changed, Nicole. These past few months, I don't even know who you are anymore.
You remember that song Mr. Dyke made us listen to in band class? Change is good, or let's make a change, or times are changing, whatever it was. Change being the key word. Besides, look who's talking, Mr. Party Animal.
That was one day. For you, it's a lifestyle.
Mind your own business.
I just don't want you to do something stupid, something you can't take back, something permanent.
Or what? You gonna ground me?
Look, all I'm saying is keep this up and you'll end up with no friends.
I have plenty of friends.
The quantity is not the same as quality.
Thanks for the tip. Maybe later we can stitch it on a pillow.
I just don't want you to end up all alone.
Hey, people are finally starting to notice me.
For the wrong reason.
But they're noticing. Besides, when it comes right down to it, don't we all end up alone?
Well, you're certainly making sure of it.
I know that was mean, and I'm not even sure I really meant it, but he was drifting away, so why not give him a push? Whatever. Things change. People change. Even the seasons change. It's almost...
Spring. Ice cracks.
Water flows.
Buds arrive. Flowers bloom.
Children play.
Sunlight lingers. I used to love the sunset, but now it makes me sad. It marks the end of something. Another day gone, another day by myself. The whole picture thing put up walls around me that weren't there before. I don't like it. Not one bit. I feel so alone, but I'm scared. Scared to reach out and take a chance on what I know deep down truly matters. Still, I blow the sunset a kiss. Just in case.
Love sure has a way of smacking you in the face. Dad's new girlfriend wasn't new at all. She's been around since long before the divorce. It really makes me wonder who you can trust. Well, I know who you can trust. Nobody. The only person you can look out for is yourself.
I just wanted someone to be proud of me. When you feel bad about yourself, you find ways to feel good about yourself. First, it was my body, which turned out pretty awesome if I do say so myself. But that wasn't enough. My corrections officer says I'm making progress. They've got all kinds of programs here. Basketball, carpentry, painting even. And funny enough, I'm good at it. But I don't think anybody will notice. Too little, too late.
I look in the mirror and I don't even recognize myself anymore. Sure, I got everything I ever wanted. Parties, popularity, a life. But now, I don't know if I want those things anymore. Can a person try on different personalities to see which ones fit best, or do they become permanent fixtures? I can't take back the things I've done, but I can change the things I'm going to do. Or at least, I can try. Maybe
People say I eat my feelings, but they have it backwards. My feelings eat me. I wish there was a measurement for self-esteem, but there's not. I learned that the hard way. 95 hairs in the sink, 95 trips to the doctor, 95 people telling me I'm too skinny. I see the signs, but I need someone to show me the way. I don't think I can make the trip alone.
Loneliness is living in the future. Here and now passes you by until a string of yesterdays pile up like snowflakes. And digging yourself out from under them is exhausting. A rejection letter arrived in the mail. Not like I didn't expect it, I brought it on myself, but don't we all?
I didn't lose any fingernails, but my hair fell out. Small price to pay, I guess. And I always wanted to be a redhead. I'm not afraid of dying. We all die, so what's to be afraid of? I just don't want to be by myself when it happens, especially when I'm young. When my grandparents died, my mom was no longer a daughter. When my dad died last year, she was no longer a wife, and if I died, she would no longer be a mom. I wouldn't want her to go through that alone.
My rabbit died this morning. He was old, so it's not exactly a tragedy, but I'll miss him just the same. Having him around meant that I had someone to talk to. He listened to all the weird things I had to say and never judged me for a second. And in doing so, he made a difference. He didn't just see me, he saw the me I'm going to be, which gives me faith. Faith in other people. Faith that people can change. Faith that life isn't about what people think of you. It's about the picture that you have of yourself.
Summer!
On the first day of summer, at 4:34 p.m., Laura died. The nurses looked on as Laura's mom quietly gathered her belongings into a cardboard box. It was the first time she touched Laura's phone without a fight. She turned it on. The screen illuminated, and a smile appeared on her face. The last selfie Laura took was beautiful. Her eyes twinkled, the corners of her mouth were turned up. She was alive. And best of all, she wasn't alone. Caitlin is in love with the sunrise. Watching the sun peek over the horizon to greet the day is even more beautiful than a sunset. Beginnings always are.
Zach sits with Caitlin and takes it all in. Love might not be forever, but right now it's enough. He's thankful.
Tyler is still awesome. Even more awesome since he's traded his fist for a paintbrush. He's made his sister proud.
Morgan still feels different, but so does everyone else. He named his new rabbit Tyler, and it no longer feels weird about feeling weird.
Jessie knew that there was 220 calories in her ice cream cone, but that was no longer the number she counted. The only number that was on her mind was the number 3. 3 friends and counting.
Nicole looked in the mirror and finally saw what her parents had said was there all along. The beauty she found had nothing to do with her own reflection. So she turned from the mirror and never looked back.
A scoop of vanilla ice cream toppled from Sam's waffle cone and landed on the sidewalk. He looked down at it and laughed, realizing that there's always more ice cream. There's always more everything.
Before Laura died, she did not like what she saw. So, she snapped one last selfie and released it into the cloud. She closed her eyes and thought to herself, "That's better." Much. But he sent me a friend request on mine, so I accepted it. I mean, it's not like I was going to say no. I didn't want him to think I was rude and it could have gotten awkward at school, especially if he told any of his friends who were also my friends on mine. It's not like any of them really talked to me or we really even hung out that much, but we were still connected. It would have sucked if they started talking trash about me behind my back. Or worse, if they had dropped me from their friends list. I didn't want to go losing any friends. There was this play we read in English class, which seemed kind of funny to me because it was actually a French play that had been translated into English. It was called No Exit by a guy named Jean-Paul Sartre. And it's about these 3 people who had died and gone to hell. Only there was no fire or brimstone or anything like that. It was these 3 people in a room and they didn't like each other that much. They were all dependent on other people to affirm how they thought of themselves. Only they couldn't get that affirmation. So that was their hell. Or at least that's what the teacher told us. I had to take her word for it. All I got was these 3 people in a room, and it was kind of boring. Still though, whenever I thought back on what the teacher had said, it made me feel good about what I had. I had friends, and anytime I felt down about myself, I could just pull it up on the computer. I had 368 friends. 368! It was hard to wrap my head around. When I was little, it didn't seem like I had any. But as I got older and my parents let me have a computer and I started networking, it was like a whole new world had opened up to me. There was this boy named Steven who I thought was sort of cute and, you know, I liked him. But I could never work up the courage to talk to Steven in person. I was scared I'd get tongue-tied or make myself look like an idiot somehow. When I started looking around to see who else was there online, my stomach did a flip when I saw Steven's name. This was it. This was my chance to connect with him with just the click of a button. It was the hardest time I had clicking a button in my life. It was like I was sticking my neck out on a chopping block, wondering if the person next to me was holding an axe. What if he turned me down? What if he told his friends and they thought I was an idiot somehow? I stared at the computer screen for 30 minutes with my finger over the mouse button, and finally, somehow, I did it. I sent the friend request. And then I sat there freaking out wondering why I'd done it. But less than 10 minutes later, a message showed up on my computer. Steven had accepted my friend request. It was the greatest feeling in the world. He didn't hate me or think I was a loser. He wanted to be friends with me. And so, with a new boost to my confidence, I fired off another friend request to somebody from school. And less than an hour later, I had a second new friend. And I sent another, and they got accepted. Pretty soon, I had people sending me friend requests. Lots of them. They were people I didn't know, but they were friends of my other friends. And I felt really good about myself. That I wasn't like those characters in No Exit. That I wasn't a loser like them. I never did work up the courage to talk to Steven in person, or email him or chat online. But that was okay. He accepted my friend request. That was all I needed. I have lots of friends online, and I could keep up with what they were doing over the weekend, what teachers they hated, what movies they liked, even what they were having for dinner sometimes. And every day it seemed like more and more people wanted to share those things with me. And I was so very incredibly lucky to have that. It was all I needed. It was all I needed for a really long time. I don't know what it is that made me start to notice, to feel like maybe things aren't the way I thought they were. Maybe it was sitting in the cafeteria at lunch, watching Steven and his friends, and noticing how they didn't seem to notice me. Or sitting next to somebody on the bus, usually somebody who was my friend online, and noticing how we never seemed to say a word to each other. And then I'd go home and I'd stare at the number on the computer screen, the number of friends I had, trying to will it to mean as much as it used to. Trying to ignore the nagging doubt that maybe outside of what I believed, it didn't actually mean anything. I never post much in status updates for myself. My life just didn't seem that interesting. When I did, it was about some movie I'd seen or to cheer on the football team or something. Nobody ever posted comments on my stuff, but really, I guess, I never posted anything worth commenting on. Then, one night, I was feeling sort of down, and no matter how hard I stared at the computer screen, the number just wasn't making me feel any better. So, I clicked on the tab to update my status, and I typed in that I was sad. That was it. No need to write a book. I just wanted my friends to know how I felt. I stared at the computer screen for 4 hours. Nobody responded. I finally went to bed, and I checked again as soon as I got up, and still, nothing. But I figured that just saying that I was sad was something that people didn't know how to respond to. I mean, what do you say to something like that? I mean, I guess you could ask why, or say cheer up, or say things have a way of working themselves out, but somebody just saying that they're sad, what is that really? And I thought for sure somebody would say something the next day at school, except nobody did. But, you know, no biggie. Things just fly under the radar sometimes. It happens. I try not to let it get to me, but still, it kind of did. That night, I posted that I was depressed. No responses. Nothing the next day. Hadn't anyone noticed my post? Didn't anyone notice the way I was acting in school? The way that I was slouching, the way that I barely touched my lunch? Didn't anyone notice? Didn't anyone care? Last night, I posted that I was thinking about killing myself. Nothing. Someone new from our class had even added me as a friend, and my number was up to 369, and nothing. 2 hours ago, I posted that at 10 o'clock tonight, I was going to go to the playground 2 blocks from my house and sit at the base of the slide and swallow a bottle of pills. To my mild surprise, 3 of my friends actually chimed in telling me not to do it and things would get better. But no one called my house, even though my number is listed on my profile. No one's at the park now. It's 10:02 and I'm the only one here. I wonder if anyone will notice that I'm not in school tomorrow. Probably not. But eventually, they'll find out. And they'll do the same thing that people do when somebody dies online. They'll write posts about how shocked and sad they are about how I was their friend. Maybe someone will create a memorial page. A memorial page where 369 people will have finally noticed me for the first time. It's a nice thought. It makes my numbers seem like it means something again. I unscrew the lid of the pill bottle and dump the first feed in my mouth. Soon, my friends, my 369 friends will mourn me. And in mourning me, my life will have mattered. I repeat this in my head as I swallow more and more pills, trying to convince myself that it's true before I get to the bottom of the bottle.
Hi there. Thanks for coming. Thank you. This has just been a glorious 3 months of rehearsal. 3 months. Well, what should I see? Where did the time go? I don't know. I have no idea. You wake up and you're like, we have to get something on stage. So this is our monologue show. Before we start, please, do not videotape them with your phones in order to humiliate them later. Really, it's not cool. If you're really interested in some videos to post on social media in order to mock these people, I'm selling rehearsal footage for sale later. Really, some good stuff. $5 for 30 seconds. I gotta pay those too. Which reminds me, I will be taking personal donations for my time here. Okay, just kidding. I've been learning to live without money or food. My car is 13 years old. I love being a teacher. Really, I do. I would do this for free, which I almost do. Okay, I was told not to be bitter tonight. Tonight is to celebrate these beautiful, beautiful children. Some of them have worked really hard on this. Some of the rest of them, they have not. See if you can figure out which ones. Oh, and if you hear weeping, please ignore it. Thank you.
So, nobody told me we had to memorize this.
Yes, I did.
Well, I didn't hear that.
We've been working on this for 3
You
months.
can't expect me to pay attention when you're saying things, alright? That's not fair to me. Anyways, I guess it's time for my monologue. Shut up! I'm trying to do my monologue. Anyways, my monologue is about lawn gnomes. Shut up! That's it! I'm not doing it! My lawn gnome, the monologue will remain a mystery to you all!
I'm sorry, Diamond. Please continue with the monologue.
Is this a required grade?
We've been working on this for 3 months.
You didn't answer my question.
Yes, it's a required grade.
Wow, that's intense. I joined theater class because I thought this was supposed to be fun. And now we actually have to do stuff? Should have mentioned that one in the course description.
Keep going, Bradley.
Anyways, my monologue is about lawn gnomes. Anybody gonna laugh about that? This is a very serious monologue. There will be people crying by the end, alright? It's beautiful. So this one time, me and my friends decided to go steal some garden gnomes. I got this friend Jameson. Anyone know him? He's insane. He's a deviant, right? But he's got this truck. And he's like, dude, yes. He doesn't like to use a lot of words because he's like poetic and stuff. So I'm like, what? And he's like, no. And I'm like, yes, because we're like symbiotic. We got brainwaves passing back and forth between us. If he was a chick, we would be so much in love. But I don't think about that. I'm just like, let's do it. So there's this other kid who does. Burma, he's got real mental problems, but he's real open to suggestion, right? Like you say, Burma, go right into that wall. And he just does it. Like, right into the wall. Oh, he has so much brain damage. It's awesome. Anyways, we go out in Jameson's truck. Real stealthy like. Lights off, coasting down residential streets, looking for gnomes. Oh, we almost hit this jogger. He was jogging in the middle of the street or whatever, and we were like, move! But he didn't move, so we almost hit him. Anyways, there it is. Jackpot. 7 garden gnomes. Just sitting there, with their little gnome hats and their little gnome faces. Who are these people that put those gnomes out there? Are they gnome enthusiasts? What is wrong with them? So I'm like, Burma, go get the gnomes. And he's like, ah! And I'm like, no, don't scream, but it's too late because he's insane. My friends are awesome. Ah! Lights come on. There's a little old lady at the door. And Burma just runs away. Like, not even back to the truck, right? Just completely tears off in the other direction, totally spooked by Grandma Gardner lover. He was running like he was in a cartoon or something. We didn't see him again for 3 days. So Jameson just floors it. We're going like 100 miles an hour because the truck is awesome, right? Engine sounds like we got a giant bear in the hood. He's going, roar, let me out of here! Roar, roar, roar! It's crazy, right? This time, I see the gnome. Just one. Jameson's like, you gotta steal it because I'm on probation for stealing garden gnomes. And I'm on probation too for something completely unrelated. So glad my probation officer isn't here today. Ugh. Wait, you're not here, right? Officer Dooley, are you here? Not here? Okay. Ooh. So I sprint out to the gnome, and I'm like, YOLO! And I say that a lot. And I pick up the gnome, and I fall right over. The gnome is chained to the ground. I'm serious. There's like this leg monocle thing, and it's chained down. These people have no trust. That's a shame, right? Like, this is our society, and people are chaining down the garden gnomes because they're paranoid? It's sad. So I'm like, abort, abort. Lights come on, motion lights. There's like 100 cops waiting for us. All right, maybe not 100, maybe like 1. Whatever, there was a cop. And he's like, I've got you now. And I'm like, ah! And Jameson's like, I got a giant bear in my hood, you just try it. So I'm like, run. And he's trying to get out of his car. So I'm like, drive. And I jump in the truck like I'm in an action movie. I bump my head on the ceiling, I'm blacking out, the door's hanging open. Jameson floors it. And the cop is like, we just want to talk. And we're like, we don't communicate with language. Bam! We're over a curb. Over like 30 hedges or something. People got a lot of hedges, man. Like, are those supposed to stop trucks from running over their lawns? Because they don't work. Anyway, so we're over the hedges and the curbs, and we're running over yard ornaments. People are screaming at us. Dogs are running for their lives. We're like, bam, over a curb, bam, over another curb. Women are throwing babies out of our way. Our tires are on fire and smoking. We look back, the cops didn't even chase us. High five. It was awesome. Thank you. I said thank you.
Hey! Alright, so first of all, when I first started going out with Caleb, I thought he was awesome. I did. I was totally fooled. Because, like, he'll be talking, and he'll be like, girl, you are so beautiful. Have some of my nachos. He's always got nachos, right? Like, this is his thing. He's the nacho guy. So he's like, he does this thing with his hair, and he's offering you his nachos, and he goes, girl, I'm gonna be on you like melted cheese. Ew! But it works! Because you're young, and you're stupid, and you don't realize that Caleb is the worst human ever!
Hey!
Don't interrupt my monologue, Caleb! This is my monologue! This is what he does, y'all. He talks over people. That's only one of his many, many awful qualities. Here's some more. Like, okay, he thinks he's like so hot, right? Like, every every mirror we pass, Caleb's looking at himself. Am I still hot? Did I get hotter in the 25 seconds between the last time I looked in the reflective surface? Oh, I did? He's got a mirror app on his phone. It's his favorite thing to do. I swear, we're hanging out one time, he's on his phone the whole time. I look over, it's the mirror app.
It was not.
It was! You were looking at your mirror app for 5 minutes straight. What were you looking at?
You're such a liar, London.
He checks out his own butt. Seriously, I have never seen a guy do this. I don't think it's normal. Seriously, y'all, I don't even think it's all that healthy. I swear, we'll be walking along and he's craning his neck like, ooh, still got it. Like, what is that? Oh, and one other thing he does that's totally annoying is he looks at other girls while he's talking to you. Like, you're talking, right? Like, face-to-face communication. I'm telling him about my day. Hey, Caleb, yeah, I'll just a total disaster right now. I just want to eat a jar of termites. I look over, his eyes slide off of me and over to some other chick. Like, my face is like a slip and slide, right? Like, whoop! Right off of my girlfriend's face and over to some yoga pants wearing chick. Like, boom. I'm here talking about termites. Look at me. He pulls out his phone mirror app. In conclusion, Caleb is a wizard. Thank you.
All right. So you heard some crazy things from my ex-girlfriend. Whatever, okay? Whatever.
Is this your whole monologue? Is this seriously what you come up with?
This is what she does.
No, I'm seriously impressed with your amazing monologue, Caleb. It's incredible. Genius, that word.
Anyways, so I would like to tell you about my ex-girlfriend. All right, so...
Is it tough to talk without looking at yourself?
Shut up!
Oh my god. You need to look in a mirror right now. Your hair is a mess.
You are a demon. And my hair is fine. You're so wrong.
Okay.
Anyways, my turn now. At first, she seems cool. Before she opens her mouth. And after she opens her mouth, you're like, ah! Make it stop! Have you ever seen someone with a jackhammer? That's what a conversation with her is like. You try to say something and she's like, and it's like, she's talking about people you don't know, right? Like, oh my God, I just talked to Amanda and she says the office said that Lila's like we're totally making out in Starbucks. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, I must make it stop. I must stop the thing from making noise. It is destroying my brain. Yeah, I look away to preserve my sanity because to look upon London while she's talking is like staring into a black hole. It will suck you in and you will never escape. Your brain will be pummeled into dust. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Ooh. And then, right, she's got this thing where she picks her teeth while she's talking. I can't even describe it. It's like she'd be in the middle of the longest sentence in the universe. And 3 times during it, she's picking food out of her teeth. It's called a toothbrush. Learn to use it. So yeah, I dumped her, and I'm a free man. My life is so much better now. Every day is a miraculous picnic. I wake up and I think for a second, am I going out with London? Nope. And I leap out of bed with a song in my heart. My life is so much better now. Boom.
You can't just say boom after your monologue, Lizard.
I just said it. Boom.
I'm supposed to be 4th, I think. Am I? Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, so I just moved here this week, and I guess people have been working on this for a while, so my earliest memory is when I was 4. We were swinging on the swings in a park near my house, and it was really fun. The end.
Marla,
What?
can you maybe expand on that?
No?
Please?
Fine. So we were in a park, and it was very fun. And I saw a squirrel. The end.
where I'm 6, actually? Because Caleb went early. I'm 5th, you go after me.
We're on the 6th monologue. This is the 6th monologue. I'm going. Step up.
Oh, it's like that.
It's like that. That's what I thought. I'm going to talk to you about a moment in my life that was very sad. When I was little, I had a little dog named Rambo. He was so cute.
Dude, Rebel dies, y'all. Spoiler alert.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. She goes through this whole thing about how much she loves her dog. Bam! Postal worker runs him over the street. Blood everywhere. You don't see it coming. And neither did Rambo.
It was a traumatic experience.
I've had traumatic experience listening to it every day for the past month. I love my dog. My dog is so cute. He's got a little black nose. Whatever. Can't even kill it.
Get off the stage.
You don't need to tell them all now. They know the ending.
I'm telling my monologue.
Fine. Fine. Don't mind me. I'm just over here waiting for my turn to go 5th. After the number 4th person has already gone.
When I was little, I had a little dog named Rambo. He was so cute. He had a little black nose and his tail wagged so fast I thought it was gonna fall off. Frisbee was his favorite sport.
He's gonna die, my baby dog!
And even though he had short little stubby legs, he still ran so fast.
Not fast enough!
I quit. You go.
Nice work. Super emotional. So it's like this. You might not have heard this about me, but I've got a lot of talent.
Yup.
You mind?
I'm just agreeing with you. Boatloads of talent. Boatloads of talent.
What is my talent, you ask?
What is your talent? Just asking.
I discovered at an early age that I'm a great singer. It started in church. Preacher asked me.
Preach it!
Is there anyone out there who'd like to sing this hymn? And I raised my little hand. I was like, I'll try it. I was so nervous, y'all. I was shaking. The only time I've ever sung before was in the shower.
Ooh, the
So I get
shower!
up and I look out over all these people in the congregation. And I just want to make them happy, you know.
Make them happy
So I
by
start
not
out.
singing.
And I just feel it.
Feeling something now.
Amazing grace! And I thought,
Yeah! Oh, sorry. I thought it was over.
so look out again.
Is it almost over?
And all
They're just waiting.
applauded. And that was the best experience of my life. Thank you.
What I think was, hold on, I messed up. When I think of, when I think about what I want to do with my life, I am pleased to report that I have many dreams. Some people might have dreams of becoming astronauts, or in the case of some people in this class, criminals. But my dream is even more spectacular than that. I am going to become a brain surgeon. Why brain surgeon, you ask? They get paid a lot of money. One of the most fun brain surgeries is called a lobotomy. And I'm not talking about forbidden salsa dance. That's called lambada. They kind of sound similar. I've researched this on Wikipedia. So, first, an incision is made on the vertex of the cranium. After you shave the head first, or it won't work. So, wait, an incision on the vertex with a very sharp knife, then using clamps. You gently pry the two halves of the skull parts. It probably doesn't make a noise, but if it did make a noise, it'd be more like. And so then you look at the brain. There it is. Ooh, don't poke it, even though you might be tempted to. I won't poke it. The lobotomy involves separating the corpse's call it something. It's like a little bridge that goes from one half of the brain to the other. There it is, and then very carefully, so carefully, you snip it. And then you're done. Your personality's forever changed. Then you and you sew it up like whoop, 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 and you sew up a 2 crayon towel. And then you're done with your lobotomy. Everyone in the pool, because after the procedure you want to party, probably. So someday I may be a brain surgeon. Thank you.
I just want to weigh in on the whole Caleb London thing.
Jesse,
What?
you're supposed to be doing your monologue.
I am doing my monologue? I work hard on this. I'm totally off book.
All right.
See? I just want to weigh in on the whole Caleb London thing. Alright, y'all. I had a front row seat to this nonsense. First of all, maybe you don't like yoga pants because you don't look good enough. That's all I'm saying. Nobody wants to see you in yoga pants. They're called squats. Just saying. So, if your man needs to look somewhere else to have something nice to look at, then honey, you need to get to the gym. Truth. It's just true. I don't need to go to the gym. It's not naturally like this. But some people don't have the right DNA or whatever, and they have more work to do. I ain't naming names, but if your name is London, this is about you. Your parents called you London. It's a big, dirty city. Just saying, who forgot? Second of all, nobody wants to hear about your problems, all right? Like, if that's all you're going to talk about, you've got to switch the topic of conversation. Hey, how was your day? Oh, well, I got a new pit bull in the middle of my back, and it's driving me crazy. Nobody wants to hear that. But you're ready to say, oh, that's so nice to know. I'm so glad you shared your back pimple problems with me. I feel so close to you now. He ain't going to say that. He's going to say, let me look at the fine lady over there with the pants. Allow me to help you. Here are some fascinating things you can talk about. Television shows featuring the work of Shonda Rhimes. Global disasters. Funny things animals do. That's what you talk about. And last, Caleb is fine. I don't care if he's checked himself out. He's just doing what I do. And, whatever.
Isn't it funny how the voices in your head talk to you sometimes? I have two, actually. My first one, my favorite one, is Taylor Swift. I know, right? Crazy. It's so great having Taylor Swift in your head, though. She's always like, you are a strong woman and don't you forget it. I love her. It's like she's sitting on my shoulder and saying things like, shake it off, all the time. It's magical. Then I imagine taking Taylor home and showing her my life. Like, this is it. And she'll be like, OMG, life is awesome, yay! We're such good friends. But sometimes I worry that Taylor's getting bored of my life. Because, I'm just like an ordinary person, right? I'm not like some big fancy star or whatever. And I know she says nice things about my clothes, but she's probably thinking, no one even designed this. I can't believe you're wearing this. This is from The Gap. Who wears clothes from The Gap? So that's when I like to thrill her. So this one time we were in Macy's, right? And I was like, Taylor, what would you do if I shoplifted this sweater right now? And Taylor Swift got all worried and was like, don't shoplift. And I was like, okay. So instead, I went up to the counter, right? And there was this nice lady there. And she was all like, can I help you? And I had my eyes going crazy and I banged on the gun
And I was like, give me my money now! OMG! Taylor was freaking out. It was so funny. So I tried to relate it with a scarf or whatever, and I grabbed the cash, and I'm like, run! And there's a security guard chasing us, and I grabbed Mannequin and smashed him over the head with it. Boom! He's like unconscious and bleeding or whatever, and there's this alarm that sounds like, woo! It was so fun. Taylor was not bored. She's screaming her little Taylor Swift scream, and let me tell you, she still sounded like an angel. She is beautiful. So we get in my car, right? And there's this little multi-security vehicle chasing us, like a smart car or whatever, like pretty long. I floored, so I head first into it. I'm screaming, I'm insane, you do not mess with me! And the security guard's on the floor crying or whatever, saying he's like, I have kids, I have family. Then, I started to before the cops show up. I told Taylor, I'm never gonna let you be bored with me again. And I think she really liked that. She's gonna be so surprised with what I do next. That's it.
Hi. My monologue is about the most influential person in my life. Some people are influenced by political figures, or sports people, or other people, but not me. I'm influenced by my Aunt Beulah. Who is Aunt Beulah? She's not your aunt, so don't call her that. Anyways, she's my grandma's sister and doesn't care what anyone thinks of her. I guess that's what makes her my great aunt. That was supposed to be a funny line. I thought you would laugh at it, but that's alright. You don't need to laugh at the funny parts. Although I did kind of have my heart set on you laughing there, but that's alright. I guess I'm not funny. That's alright. No one thinks I'm funny in my house because my mom doesn't really pay attention to me, and my brother microwaved my gerbil to see what would happen. Do you know what happens when you microwave a gerbil? Exactly what you think would happen. Okay, my Aunt Beulah is awesome because she doesn't care what anyone thinks of her. Like, if someone is making her mad, she'll say, I'm gonna punch you in the throat. That's one of her sayings. Or if someone is annoying her, she'll say, you are one annoying little rodent. She says that all the time to my brother. He's scared of her. I especially love my Aunt Beulah's tattoos. She has a lot of skulls. And cobras! Most of the cobras are crawling through the skulls. One time I asked her why she had so many tattoos, and she said to earn respect from the other Hell's Angels. And we never know when she's going to arrive at our house. Sometimes she gets there at 2 or 3 in the morning and climbs to my window and says, shh, don't say anything, and ducks while the police go past. It's like a little surprise. Then she takes my piggy bank and says, I was never here. And she's gone again. Yeah, my Aunt Beulah sure is great. That was supposed to be funny again. Fine, don't laugh. But I'm going to tell my aunt. The end.
Why hasn't J.K. Rowling written any more Harry Potter books? Like, what else is she doing with her time? She's J.K. Rowling. She should be writing more Harry Potter books. I know. Like, okay, she's writing detective books or whatever under an assumed name. So, what the heck is that? Is there magic and mythical creatures and fancy stuff in her detective novels? No. I picked up one. Someone gets a severed arm in the mail. I'm serious. There's a severed arm in it. What the heck? You're J.K. Rowling. Write some more Harry Potter, dang it! So I came up with a plan. Maybe she's just out of ideas. Maybe she needs a little bit of help. That's where I come in. So here's what I'm gonna do. The next time she makes an appearance on the Today Show or whatever, I'm just gonna charge the stage. And I'll have to do it fast because she's got bodyguards. But I just charge the stage, right? I'll take my whip and I'll throw it at her. And I'll be like, right over here, Potter, dang it! And I hurl my idea at her. I bet she'll love that. So she picks up the ideas, right? And at this point, the bodyguards probably punch me or whatever.
But JK just holds up her hand and she's like, wait. And she looks down and she reads aloud, Harry Potter and the Divorce Attorney of Doom. She looks down at the pages. Harry and Ginny are fighting. Harry's losing hair. He's out of shape. The magic is dead. Not the actual magic, just the attraction between them, or whatever. So they cast love spells on each other. When Hagrid shows up for a surprise visit, boom! Love triangle. Harry, Hagrid, I have feelings for you. Hagrid, oh no, it cannot be. I can't deny it anymore, Hagrid. Harry! It's Ginny. She's there. She turns to Hagrid. Your beard reminds me of a warm fuzzy bear. Let's cuddle. Hagrid's like, what is going on? Harry and Ginny start fighting. He's mine! He's mine! Stop! Fight! Expelliarmus! Cruciatus curse! Everyone's crying! Then, somebody apparates from the Ministry of Magic. A divorce attorney. Voldemort. What? Harry's scar goes crazy! What? I thought you were destroyed! They gave me a new job, Harry. The boy who lived but couldn't make his marriage work. Voldemort laughs. That's what he says. I also happen to be a marriage counselor. Counselor! Boom! They're in Voldemort's office talking about their feelings. There's a true spell on them. Harry says, I've always been in love with Hermione. Ginny says, I knew it. I'm still in love with Hagrid. Whoa! So they divorce. Harry moves into a one-bedroom apartment with Neville Longbottom. Ginny goes and she lives with her parents again. They do a lot of vindicating. The end. I'm pretty sure this would be awesome if I could just get my ideas to J.K. Rowling.
First of all, just because you can fit into yoga pants doesn't mean you should wear them. Let's be honest here. Those aren't pants. They're tights. You're not wearing pants. You're walking around without pants. Would you like it if I showed up in yoga pants tomorrow? No! No one would be cool with that. Second, I'm a little sick and tired of people dissing London, okay? She is not the one that ruined that relationship. I'm looking at you, Caleb.
This is a monologue?
Absolutely.
I don't remember hearing this one in rehearsal.
I'm pretty sure I rehearsed this to you when you weren't paying attention because you're not a very good teacher. Alright? Please, let me continue. I had a front row seat to this because I happen to be London's best friend. And I'm telling you, this guy over here, he's the worst boyfriend in the history of the world! He texts like once a day. You want to know what his text says? Sup. That's it. 3 letters. Sup. He can't even manage to put a question mark after it.
Why are you looking at my text?
She showed some to me because she can't decipher your oh so eloquent message, you heartbreaker. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm in the middle of my monologue about how horrible you are. This guy does not deserve her, all right? She's a delicate flower. She's a beautiful young woman, and any guy in class would be lucky to go out with her. She's smart. She's funny. She's nice. Her hair is like a crack of sunshine. And when you get close to her, you realize she smells just a little bit like vanilla. And then it takes you back to your childhood memories of your grandma making cookies. Oh, and not only that, her eyes are like gleaming pools into her beautiful, beautiful soul. They're like gleaming pools into her wonderfulness. She's amazing. She's everything. She's probably going to be the president someday. And I, for one, would be honored to serve her cabinet as the chief of staff. The chief of staff who's in love with her from afar and can't come to how he really feels. The chief of staff who's standing in front of her right now and saying, Madam President, I want you to sign the executive order to my heart. Oh no. So, yeah. Caleb is a loser. Thank you.
And it's my turn! I'm finished listening to this! And it's my turn! I'm finished concentrating on this time doing my monologue! You can need professional help, alright? After this show is over, I want you to go to the counselor, stay there, and never come back!
Sorry. Have you ever had the experience where you're sitting on stage for a really long time and you hate everyone in the room?
I have.
But that's not what my monologue is about.
Actually, can I just say...
No! No! Back off! I have this whole monologue about my very special relation with my mother, and you people are ruining it! Where was I? My mom. Some people don't have good relationships with their parents. Like most of these people up here behind me. Probably because they weren't raised right. So, if one of these kids up here belongs to you, just know that you screwed up. Big time. Seriously, you put like 16 years of effort into raising these people, and you failed. I think that's clear, right? You are responsible for creating these humans. Great job, doll. Like when they were toddlers, you just fill their bottles up with Dr. Pepper and be like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's so hard to read the parenting manuals. Maybe we'll just wing it. I'm sure it won't cause any problems if we let our children watch television for 8 hours a day. In my day, we didn't have car seats. Let's let them roll around in the front seat. If we crash, that's how they learn. Look in the mirror, parents. Look at the result of your work. It's a wonder these people can even dress themselves. Honestly, they're not doing a great job. And I'm totally on board with that. Yoga pants aren't pants theory, by the way.
Thank you.
Shut up. You're the worst one.
Hey.
So yeah, my relationship with my mom is great. I totally lost my train of thought. Seriously, I had this whole thing about how great Spot is, and now I can't even remember a word of it. Thank you for messing me up! So yeah, Spot is great. Me and my mom get manicures together or something. I don't know. The best thing about my mom is that she really helped me control my rage. Thank you.
Dude, you know what the problem with zoos is? They're boring, bro. The animals just sit there. Like, what is that? Hey, I'm a lion. I'll just sit around and lay in the sun. Dude, I paid good money to come to this zoo, and there's nothing happening. It's not natural. All the animals just have their food delivered to them. It's like they're on animal welfare. Get a job. They're lazy because they don't have to do anything. But what if they had jobs? Like some kind of learn-to-work program. Giraffes could change light bulbs and monkeys could dig trenches. Could that work? No, because it's stupid. It's like Adam Sandler movie stupid. So check this out. I got this idea from YouTube. There's a video of a chimp and a cat. Like a cute little house cat. And the chimp's beating the heck out of the cat. And the cat's all like, I'm gonna kill you! And the chimp's like, well, I got opposable thumbs. Bring it. And they fight. And it's all like, slap, 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 slap. Slap, 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 slap. Hey-ya! What? The chimp's making moves. He's like Kung Fu Chimp or whatever. And after it's all like, respect. Much love. So here's my idea. Ultimate Fighting Animal Championship. Elephant versus rhino, gorilla versus giraffe. Well, that would be over pretty quick, right? Because the gorilla would climb the giraffe's neck and start double punching the heck out of him, right? Well, it doesn't have to be gorillas and giraffes. I mean, you can do a squad of meerkats versus a whole pack of skunks. What's gonna happen? I don't know, but it's gonna be awesome. You can even dope them, put them on steroids. I got a million awesome ideas. That's why, when I turn 18, I'm running for city council. My first idea on the table, Ultimate Fighting Animal Championship. Yeah.
Is it my turn? Am I supposed to go now?
Yes!
Oh, are you sure? Because I'm supposed to be number 16.
This is number 16!
Well, I don't actually have to go if you just want to skip me.
Everyone has to go.
Attitude!
Just get down there.
All right! We weren't actually told we had to memorize this.
Yes, you were. I put it in the information packet. You've had it for months.
Well, I don't do well with pressure or rules, so, anyway. I'm totally blanking out. Can I just take a 0?
No.
I remember his monologue.
You do?
Yeah, I've heard it like
5 times. Can she do it instead? I'll whisper it and you can do it.
Cool. The person who is most important to me is my grandmother. Her name is Mimi. She's from Toronto. And I love her very much. This is where you start crying.
No, I mean like you tear up because Mimi is, in heaven.
Oh. So, what do I say?
You love her very much.
Oh. I love her very much, and it's super emotional. Just imagine me crying. Alright, very good.
I didn't want to go last, but Mr. Banks said I had to. So, alright. You've heard some things tonight that are frankly insane. Whatever. But I'm about to tell you the real story right now. First of all, it was my idea to steal the garden gnomes. Why? Because it's a symbol of resistance to a capitalist society. People are buying things. They're using their money to buy things that are garden gnomes. Of course, I can't explain this to Jameson and Bradley because they're idiots, right? So I'm like, no. And they're like, yeah. This is the level that their brains work at. So we go to the first house. There are 7 garden gnomes. They're set up as a whole Snow White story, right? Sleepy, grumpy, Doc, whatever the other ones are. So they're waiting in the truck, and they're like, Burma, go do it. We're totally chicken. So I go up to get the first gnome. But the lights come on. It's my English teacher, Mrs. Lewis. She sees me. Now, I happen to also know that Mrs. Lewis is a dog enthusiast. She has like 5 Doberman pinschers. I hear them, and it's the sound of death, right? So I'm like, ah! And I shout to the idiots driving the truck, and they take off. Without me! 3 dogs burst from the front door like they were shot out of a cannon. There's like foaming spittle and blood shooting from their jaws. So I run. There's like a hedge. So I try to jump the hedge, but my foot gets caught and I face plant on the other side of it. 2 dogs grab me by the ankles and start pulling me back to my English teacher. So I'm screaming, right? I'm like, help! Help! And Mrs. Lewis is like, get him! Tear him apart! Which isn't even correct grammar. So I'm just bashing these dogs over the head with my cell phone. And they're like, we don't even have brains. We're just killing machines. And I'm like, this is it. I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die trying to steal garden gnomes, and I didn't even get one. And then I look up, and Mrs. Lewis is there. And she's like, Burma, is that you? And I'm like, these dogs are killing me. And she's like, you did it on your Romeo and Juliet quest, didn't you? And I'm like, what? And then she just pepper sprays everything. Me, the dogs, the hedge, the world is on fire. I wake up 2 days later in an empty pool behind a Walmart. My friends haven't even bothered to call me. Apparently they had a great time. Thank you.
Can I just say one more thing here?
Dude, I'm about to finish my show.
I've been thinking, and girl, I'm sorry.
About what?
All of it. You know I care for you. I'm not gonna say love because I don't believe in love.
What does that even mean?
Shut up.
Caleb, it's over.
Oh, but I made this for you.
You did? What the heck?
At least he's not wearing yoga pants.
So, girl, what do you say?
Will you share your nachos with me?
All of my nachos.
Okay.
Sweet. 1 sec. Yeah, I look good.
And the show is over.